Hey, Popeye are the latest.
Good morning, Popeyes. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are going to be starting at Withorn in the parish of Westmoreland. We are heading towards Sav-la-Mar, also in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, in this journey, we are going to be passing through Petersfield. That little princess who you heard in the intro, telling you that grandma watch Popeye both morning and night. She's from Petersfield in the parish of Westmoreland. Princess, bless up yourself. We'll be passing your house today. Alright? Now, if you are in the town of Sav-la-Mar and you want some nice juicy pineapples, look no further. Just go out to Dunbar's mall at Dunbar's River. As you go on the plaza, just look to your right. You're gonna see a bus park up, loaded with pineapples. Just ask for Dana. And I know that a lot of persons, like myself, don't like to peel pineapples. Don't worry, Dana, she will peel the pineapples for you. Remember me tell you, these pineapples are the best tasting pineapples you will find anywhere. And guess what? They were all grown by Dana. And remember me tell you, the prices are reasonable. Check it out. Now, the board and management of the Rusea High School, they are inviting qualified and competent individuals to apply for the post of tuck shop attendant, canteen attendant, and sales clerk. They are saying that you must have a valid food handler's permit. You can submit your application and resume by mail, or you can drop it off at the school. Address it to the chairman, care of the principal, Rusea High School, Watson Taylor Drive, Lucy, in the parish of Hanover. Or you can send them via email, ruseas2007 at cwjamaica.com or ruseashighschool@gmail.com. Check it out. Now, that man on your screen, his name is Calvin R. Herbert. He used to live at Granville and Catherine Hall in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. We are told that Calvin, he suddenly became ill and he died last week Monday, August 1. We are told that Calvin, he was well loved and he was a gentle soul. We would like to say condolences to the family and friends of Calvin. May his soul rest in peace. Also, tomorrow night will be the candlelight vigil for Calvin. Family, stay strong. Now, on to today's news. So, the mainstream media, they have caught on to what we have been saying all along. Devon Hendricks, also known as Shaba, Melcardo Daly, also known as Ellie, and Nakia Young, they were no bike thieves. They were killed by hoodlums and assisted by citizens of the area. As a matter of fact, we are learning that Nakia Young, he was of an unsound mind, and he was just walking along when one of the hoodlums ran up to him and shot him in his head, killing him on the spot. Now, did you watch TVG News last night? Well, if you didn't, you need to. I am sure they will be posting that story on their YouTube page. Over here, we don't run with a news story just for views. We dig, we investigate, and at all times, we endeavor to tell you the truth. And the truth is, Shaba and Ellie were no bike thieves. They were hard-working Jamaican men. And Nakia Young, he was of an unsound mind, but he was not no bike thief either. May their souls rest in peace. And condolences to the family and friends of these three men. And you, the citizens, you know exactly who the hoodlums are. You need to do what is right. It could have been your uncle, your father, your brother, even your son. You need to do what is right. Now, this incident, it took place last night. Sunday, August 7th, 2022, about 11:30. It took place down at the Sav-la-Mar market on Great George Street in Sav-la-Mar in the parish of Westmoreland. We are learning that a team of police officers, they were on patrol in the town of Sav-la-Mar. On approaching the market, they saw a man. He had a black leather bag in his hand. The police officers, they slowed down to check this man when he hurriedly placed the black leather bag he had in his hand on one of the market stalls and ran off. The police officers, they chased him, but he was way ahead, so he managed to elude them. The bag that he placed on the stall, we are told that it was retrieved by the police and checked. And in this bag was a black 9mm pistol affixed with a magazine containing 5 rounds of 9mm cartridges. You know, let me tell you something. It's for reasons like these why you will not hear us come here and bash the police or bash the JCF. We will forever support the police force in its lawful execution of its duty. If a police do foolishness or act like a hoodlum, we are gonna call them out and we are gonna talk about it. And if them want vex, that a feed them business. But look into this. Just look into this. None of us know what was the mission of this hoodlum last night with that gun. Would you agree? The police officers, they might have ended up saving the life or lives of persons who you or I might have known. Am I right or am I right? Yes, man. Because this guy, he was up to no good with that illegal gun. The 5 bullets that were found in the gun, they could have ended up killing 5 people. Officers, enough respect. We need some more patrols and some more stop and search, because if police officers were on patrol in the Spring Garden area on Thursday night, maybe, just maybe, the lives of Shaba, Ellie and Nakia would be safe. But guess what? Congratulations on this recovery. Job well done. Yeah, man, big up on yourself. Now, in this next incident, 2 24-year-old men from Montego Bay addresses, they are lucky to be alive. Now, here is what we are learning. These 2 young men, they were at the Moods Nightclub on Jimmy-Cliff Boulevard, also known as Bottom Road, or the Hip Strip in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. They had partied all night and was now leaving to go home. We are told that about 3 o'clock this morning, they boarded a Nissan AD wagon motorcar that they had parked in the parking lot. As these 2 young men were driving out and was about to enter the Jimmy-Cliff Boulevard main road, a white Toyota Crown motorcar, which was parked on the road, reversed and blocked the exit. Are you picking up? These 2 men in the Nissan AD wagon motorcar, they were about to exit the parking lot. As they were going out on the main road, a Toyota Crown was waiting on them. So what this Toyota Crown did was reverse and block the car's exit. So the 2 men in the AD wagon, them couldn't come out. A hoodlum then walked from a bar on the left with a gun in hand and opened a barrage of gunshots. And the 2 men who were in the Nissan AD wagon motorcar, both men, they managed to jump out of the car and ran. One of them, he received gunshot wounds to his right hand, and the other one, he was not shot, but whilst he was running away from the hoodlums, he ended up breaking his left foot. The hoodlum who was firing at them, he then boarded the Toyota Crown, and he and his cronies, they made good their escape. The 2 men, they were assisted to a nearby hospital where they were treated. Now, the police were called, and we are told that when they processed the crime scene, 6 9mm Spence shells were recovered from the scene. You want to know how lucky these 2 men who managed to jump out of the car and ran, you want to know how lucky they are? We are told that 5 bullet holes were seen in the front windscreen of the Nissan AD wagon. So, for whatever reason, hoodlums wanted to kill 1 or 2 of these men. The mayhem. Now, this next incident, It took place at Plum District in the Cambridge Police area in the parish of St. James. We are learning that yesterday morning, Sunday, August 7th, 2022, about 11 o'clock, some residents from the area, they stumbled on the lifeless body of a man. He was lying face down in a pool of blood at the side of the road in some bushes. He was dressed in a blue shirt, green marina, orange color shorts, and a pair of blue shoes. The police, they were called, and when they inspected that person, it was realized that he had a chop wound to the right side of his head. He appeared to have died on the spot. Now, this man, he was later identified. We are told that his name is Mr. Linton Service. He was 65 years old and he lived in the same Plum District in the parish of St. James. Now, we are not sure what happened, but someone inflicted a serious wound to Mr. Service's head, resulting in him losing his life. Sad way to go for a 65-year-old man. The mayhem. So, let me ask you something. Have you hit on the thumbs up button as yet? You know it pan yet? Wow, the stories them too interesting. So are you suggesting that I make the stories less interesting? Oh, you not suggest that. But what if I continue reminding you? Alright, I have no issues. I will continue to remind you. So, me remind you now. Hit on the thumbs up button. As also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, remember, hit on the subscribe button. Then hit on the notification bell, then click all. So that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Now, we are now over 110,000 subscribers. We are going to be doing a giveaway for back to school. Yeah man, remember, we had promised to give away some money. It is coming up. And guess what? My birthday will be early September. I will be giving you some gifts for my birthday. Stand by, the information is coming up soon. Now, in the final story for today, that man on your screen, his name is Adrian Samuels, but he was popularly known as Breda Dog. For persons who are not from Jamaica, are still trying to learn about Jamaicans' way of speaking, do you know what Breda means? You don't? Breda in Jamaica means brother. So many of us, instead of saying brother, we say Breda. Got it? So, like we were saying, that man on your screen, his name is Adrian Samuels, but he was popularly known as Breda Dog. On April 26th, earlier this year, Breda Dog, he celebrated his 38th birthday. He used to work for a popular auto parts store in Sav-la-Mar for many years until he and that business place departed ways. Now, about 6 or so years ago, Breda Dog, he then got a job at the Westmoreland Municipal Council as a groundsman. There is his ID on your screen. He used to clean up the Sav-la-Mar Transport Center and other sites owned or operated by the council in the town of Sav-la-Mar. Breda Dog, he lived at 135 Darling Street, popularly known as Charlene, in Sav-la-Mar in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, here is what we are learning. There was a shooting in Charlene some time ago. We are told that 1 or 2 persons were shot and had died. We have not yet confirmed which shooting that was, but we are still digging. Word on the street is that Breda Dog, he told persons that he saw at least one of the hoodlums who did that shooting. We are also learning that Breda Dog, he told persons the name of the person who he claimed he had seen, telling them that he was definitely one of the shooters. Hear this now. That person's name, who it is alleged that Breda Dog called, he was subsequently attacked and shot 3 times. However, that person did not die, but he was seriously wounded. We are getting unconfirmed reports that he is disabled due to the injuries that he had received in that shooting. Word started going around that it was Breda Dog why this man was shot, because it was Breda Dog who called his name. We spoke with a few persons who told us that Breda Dog, he was getting a lot of death threats. Breda Dog complained to persons that he was being threatened. He was warned to stay on the alert, but it seemed as if Breda Dog, him never take the threats serious. It was business as usual for him. So, this morning, Monday, August 8, 2022, Breda Dog, he got up from about 4:30, freshened up and jumped on his bicycle. He left his home a few minutes to 5 o'clock with the intention to go and clean up the Sav-la-Mar Transport Center. About a minute or two after he left his home, loud explosions were heard in the vicinity of Doyley's funeral home on Darling Street. When checks were made, Breda Dog, he was seen lying beside his bicycle in a pool of blood. The police, they were informed and they went to the scene. We are told that when they inspected Breda Dog, it was observed that he was shot in his chest at least 3 times. From all indication, Breda Dog, he died on the spot. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complaining. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica.